Hi everyone, it's Charity from Scrap Fair, and I'm going to make a little card today. I'm working on my challenge this week for the PaperSmooches Sparks blog. I've been playing with them for a few weeks now. I did skip 1 week, but anyway, so I have die cut this out of a piece of Echo Parks on the record too. This is one of my favorite pieces, this blue and white polka dot, and it's a little distressed. If you see there, and then this is just some Basil craft cardstock. It was actually a scrap that was not much bigger than this, and I die cut it to match. And when I die cut this, you can tell this side is a little smooth. It's not rounded as this side because I folded my cardstock so it would be a card without me having to glue it together. And I'm going to cut a piece of white to go on the inside. But anyway, I digress. So I die cut this. These were some nesting dies that came with my Genius platform. So I've die cut this to fit on the front of my card. And this week is a color challenge. And the challenge is navy, white, red, and craft. So, and cream. It's 4 colors: red, white, blue, and craft. Okay? That's what it is, basically. And I've been seeing this trend. I watch a lot of Christina Werner's card videos and Jennifer McGuire's, of course, because they're awesome card makers. And I was going to try my hand at it, and my white ink is almost all dry. I did just use a reinker on it, but my reinker, I found out, was almost dead. So I'm going to try this technique and see if I can get it to work. It's offsetting your stamps a tiny bit. It's stamping them in white on craft, which that barely well, it looks better on camera. It barely showed up. I thought it was going to show up a lot darker. I know I need to clean my stamp off really well, because the only white ink I currently have is Staz On, because every time I buy a pigment ink pad, I bought 2 and they've both been completely dry when I got home, and it was just kind of discouraging. I did see today, actually on Jennifer McGuire's blog, that Hero Arts makes a pigment ink. I'm pretty sure it's pigment, it might be a dye ink, but it's called Unicorn White, and I have to tell you, I have to buy that because it's called Unicorn White, and I adore unicorns. And I have a good friend, Monica, and she has been sending me unicorn cards for my birthday the past couple of years, and they just make me super happy. Okay, so now that I've got my white mug stamped, and I have cleaned every bit of that white ink off my stamp, because it's not good for your photopolymer stamps. This Staz On ink, I don't know what it does. I think it's evil and it eats your stamp over time. I don't really know. But I have used Staz On ink with my acrylic stamps before. This is Cough Syrup ink by Jenny Bullen, which is a fantastic red. I kind of am in love with this color red. So now I want to just offset it by just a little bit. So you can see the white outline. And it did work. I'm going to hold that up probably so you can't see it. It is supposed to look like that, folks. It kind of looks like screen printing to me. That's a little bit off. Or when you're trying to make proofs from a printing press before you get your images to line up. I think it's a fun look. I used to work in a print shop. So I don't know if that's why I like it so much particularly, or, you know, if it's just weird and kooky and that's why I like it. So the sentiment comes from the same set, and I'm afraid I'm going to stamp it backwards, so I'm going to lay it down. This is the Cyber Cafe set. I just recently acquired this set, and I think it's absolutely adorable. Honestly, when I got it, I wasn't sure I would ever stamp that solid color mug, but I'm just absolutely loving it. I'm going to stamp this in a blue ink. It's called Spice 10. And I'm going to, I don't know if you're seeing my head. I can't tell. I'm sorry if you are, but if you watch a lot of stamping videos, I'm sure you're used to it. So I did even put this up into that white a little bit. Again, that was intentional. I'm going to have to get a pigment ink pad or a dye ink pad that's white so I can play with this technique some more. I really like it. So now I'm just going to adhere this to the front of my card and run out of adhesive. It's okay. I'm not out. It's just my tape gun is looped over a little bit. It happens sometimes. I was so afraid I was going to do this backwards, so please forgive me for not working upside down. Oh my gosh, this is super cute, you guys. Look how this has turned out. That is pretty precious. I almost want to spritz that with something. Do you ever think it just needs a little je ne sais quoi? I don't know. It needs a little, yeah, I'm going to have to spritz that. So let me grab some spray. It's kind of my thing, sorry. I love to spray Miss Things. So this is Silver Color Shine. It's Tinsel Color Shine by Hide to Swap. Can you see that? Okay, and somewhere on this desk there is a doily. It's a fancy package of doilies. They're by Wilton. They come from, these come from the grocery store. Okay. So this fits just about exactly over my card. It's kind of what I want. And then, whoop, it moved. It's okay. This is, misting is not exact. If you want it to be exact, then, you know, you paint. And so now we're going to pick this up. I love the way the silver shines. I love the silver and the gold. Oh, I really kind of like this with the silver mist on it. It's kind of like, oh, I don't know. It's really beautiful. I hope you can see it and see how pretty it is. And thank you so much for playing with me today, and have a good evening or morning, whatever time it is where you are. Bye.